Yeah, so we are live, and for now the semis are locked. It's gonna be India, Australia, and South Africa, New Zealand. So mostly it's a rematch of the two semi-finals in the 2015 Cricket World Cup. Just the different thing I can say is that time India Australia was the second semi-final, and South Africa New Zealand was the first one. So that's the only difference this time around. But yeah, today was another good win for India, and India would feel even more confident with this win because they were challenged in different ways, and they would feel this win was the best of the three because the first two games, no disrespect to the teams, but maybe they were a bit underconfident teams, and India bowled fast, restricted them to subpar totals, and then chased down with utter comfort. Shubman Gill scoring 100 in one, Virat scoring 100 in the second one. Now in this game, what happened is the law of the toss, and they were given to uh, bat first. So they had to do something different, and they were challenged in the power play. They lost Gill early for the first time this Champions Trophy. They lost Rohit early, and then Virat fell to a blinder of a catch, courtesy Glenn Phillips at backward point, a region which he has made sort of his own for a long time now. And so they were three down for some 30 odd or something. They struggled for most parts of the power play. In comes Shreyas Iyer and Akshar Patel. These two join hands and mm, takes India to a comfortable position. Then Akshar gets out, Rahul gets some runs, Hardik gets a very good knock at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so that's what I was saying. I mean, I think till now no one has joined, but so I was just saying that this win will be the best for India because they will feel they were challenged. It was a confident New Zealand team, and India had to bat first. They lost Gill early for the first time this tournament. They lost Rohit early. Rohit was caught trying to pull the ball. Then Virat fell cutting a blinder of a catch, and they were three down early. Then Akshar and Shreyas
I
took
mean,
them to
this
a
is
comfortable position.
what I was fearing the most. The top three falling early, and then we need to see how the middle order reacted, and they
Yeah, so for
reacted,
the
I
first
think,
time, none of the top three could
perfectly.
get them good runs, but Shreyas, Akshar, and Hardik later on took them to
And
249,
it's
but still 249
yeah.
felt like a middling total, but India's ploy to
Mm,
go with four spinners paved off.
to be honest, to me, it never looked a middling. Yeah, you could say that they could have gone
I
25
think
runs
that's a
more,
bit
but
echoing on your side,
yeah, yeah, I
not
opened
straight.
another device to check the comments. Yeah. So there was no, yeah, you could say that 25 runs were short, but I think 250 runs on this type pitch where the ball was turning and gripping was always difficult for New Zealand players. And apart from Williamson, it looked that none of the players were comfortable against Bill,
Yeah,
especially the
but
likes of Darren.
also do
Yeah.
you also do you feel? I mean, I have this in Twitter also that New Zealand were a bit casual at some parts of the chase. I mean, maybe had it been a must-win game, they would have been a bit more proactive because when they needed 125 or 120, I think 7 wickets they had in hand. Williamson and Latham were batting, and I felt this would go down the wire. But at some points, I felt they weren't even trying too hard. So, did you feel the same?
Mm, I don't feel like that. I felt that they were not able to play the just the line and runs correctly because see, when the record, when the number of balls and number of runs were required the same, then that time also they were looking for singles and all, but unfortunately they couldn't find the gaps. And I feel that the
Yeah,
Indian
but
fielding
I think that's
and
what
the
when the
bowling
requirement
was
was increasing, they never even tried to go for the wickets. Had it been the semi-final or the final, I think. I mean, and this was a no. To be honest, it wasn't like had they lost by a big margin, it would have hampered their net run rate or something because
the only thing
they
is
are
that
already
it is a
qualified.
game of confidence. So if you go to semi-final by winning a match, I think
Yeah,
that makes give more advantage. I think, and
yeah. So I mean, to be honest, we can't prove that, but yeah, I felt maybe New Zealand were a bit casual at some points of time. Don't know if that was purposeful
I
or
I,
whatever.
I see the same in Indian side also. See, when you're defending 250, not casual, but I was seeing the faces on the fielders. Some obviously some misfielding also happened. That's sport of Varun Chakravarti, KL Rahul missing quite of catches. one leg buys, I think wide went of Kerala. So I also feel that the Indians were also a bit sloppy in the fielding.
Yeah, so was it
Uh,
like both were trying to lose rather than trying to win?
I think both we played a bit casually. I guess so. The only
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, we can't say if that casualness was just because they had qualified, or was it just to just purposeful something.
yes, but I think India. If you talk specifically about India, they got a good test. Suppose the same situation they have to defend against South of Australia, not 250, suppose 260 or 270, and then they got to know that how they will be bowling and what are the areas they need to pitch on. So I think this is a reality. Yeah, and New Zealand's and it's not like that. That New Zealand will be feeling comfortable. South Africa also has good spinners. They have Maharaj. They have the likes of
Yeah,
Shamsi. I don't know
yeah,
whether
but
they will
I
play
mean
with
that
Shamsi
will
or
be a
not.
very different condition. To be honest, that will be in Pakistan. I think the match is in
The,
Karachi or
I
Lahore,
agree. The
whatever.
matches are in Lahore, but the way South African bowling is bowling in this tournament, the way they bundled out England for I think 120. England is not that bad side, especially to talk about batting. To be bundled out for 180 um, especially in Pakistan flat pitches, and also the way they bundled out New Zealand Afghanistan team. But so I think New Zealand they have to face a very strong South African bowling. I would say so. I think obviously definitely going to the match, New Zealand team would not be comfortable. If you if you take my, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
I mean, whatever it was, were they just trying to lose the game deliberately, or was it just a
and
bit
winning a game is a
carelessness?
good habit.
Whatever it
I
is,
see that
I think
exactly.
now everything done and dusted. So it's knockouts, and knockouts you just can't tell anyone. It can be anyone's day. So
It's anyone's
now,
day. So yeah,
yeah, I mean, uh, all the four teams have the best skills. They have gone. Now it's down to who can hold better mental pressure and who can cope up to better pressure, cope up to the pressure in a better way, and also maybe a bit of luck is required always in the knockouts. You know,
yeah,
I mean, 2020, you take 2023, maybe Travis said it would have aged one on another day. In 2024, maybe Surya would have dropped that catch, it would have gone for a six on another day. So, yeah, these things
yeah.
matter.
That catch, I think 9 out of 10 times, mostly people will drop. But in that day, it stuck in Surya's hands. So that's why. But yeah, if you talk about these teams, like especially the likes of India, Australia, New Zealand, you have to give them credit because on every tournament, like the way they have shown consistency, especially
Yeah,
for the past 10 years,
I think that's the
I think it is
thing
commendable.
which I mean, if you have skills, you are gonna qualify most of the times. Now, winning the tournament, yeah, if you lose it multiple
See,
times after qualifying, comes up questions regarding your mental fortitude, your ability to cope up with pressure. In that C tag comes up sometimes, but ultimately, yeah, definitely, if you have skills, you're mostly gonna qualify every time. And these teams have proved them in Australia. This time, they didn't have a lot of players till they managed to qualify. So,
still they
yeah,
chased that 350 runs against England, so they
yeah.
showed that yeah, what a game of nerves they had. And yes, I think it all now depends on which team can hold their nerves the best and go on.
Okay. So also, I mean, if there are any rain focus, then that's a question. I don't think. I think Lahore is good. There's no rain,
I don't think there
that
will be
much
rain in
rain.
Dubai. Is he asking
Yeah, and
about?
also that semi-final, I mean, South Africa versus New Zealand. I think Lahore. There's and also there's a reserve day. I think.
That we need to check actually, because I think if rain happens, then I think if the match gets washed out, then South Africa will qualify because they're at the top of the points
Yeah,
table.
and same here for India.
So yeah, but I think Dubai there is no rain. I think.
Yeah. So. Uh, and I think those rain and all those things are um, superficial things. So
And
you
I
that's
don't want,
something.
specifically, I don't want rain to happen because we already suffered from it into the 2019 World Cup. So, well, if the match happened on that day, I think we would have won. But the rain making the conditions a lot of overcast, the match getting shifted to the next day. Like we have seen that rain has spoiled India's chances a lot. I have heard. I think 1992 World Cup. It was, if I'm also not wrong. I think India was supposed to go, but I think one of the match got I think whitewashed.
Which one?
Means
Which one?
in 1992 World Cup, I don't remember the match. Heard from my father. So one of the
Okay.
matches India was supposed to play, but they couldn't play.
In
So
1992 match, I think India lost to Australia also by 1 run or something. They needed 4 runs. Then I think someone
yeah,
dropped the catch and they couldn't complete
yes,
the 2 runs.
yes, and then Pakistan went. So rain has never been a savior for us.
And to be honest, I mean, rain is something which is not in your control, so you can't think to go with that kind of a thought that rain will
But
come,
yes,
it will wash it away, and I will win the match. So that's not something which is in your hands. So better you prepare yourself for the match, and then external factors,
absolutely,
whatever happens, it happens.
absolutely. And if rain happens, also we have seen the drainage system in Pakistan is not that good. The match Afghanistan versus Australia could have happened, but we saw that their inability to make the puddles of water collected uh, from the field, that match couldn't happen. So yeah,
Yeah. So
finally a
Surya's
comment
ban is
from
here.
towards ban has commented a high and wanted to know from his but how you feel about the match, the way India played and all. What are your thoughts? And we hope that more people will join us as the live progresses.
Surely.
So I think yeah, you discussed enough on the Indian New Zealand match, and I think we just one thing that yeah, the way Bishnoi ball today was exceptional. I think,
Not
and
Bishnoi, Varun.
sorry, I always confuse Bishnoi with Varun Chakravarti. I don't know why, but I think
Yeah, whatever it is, I mean,
yeah,
surely.
uh, yeah, like there's a yeah. So I think, and I think we were discussing this in the last live also that if somebody performs who was not part of the original squad which played
See,
against
I think now
Pakistan
they're
and
gonna go
Bangladesh.
with this team only. Now Harshit is not gonna come. Though I mean, some people are saying bring Arshdeep in now for Shami because head has that
No,
issue
no,
against
no,
left arm
no, no,
seamers.
no. I don't think so. That will happen. I think
So
because
now they're going basically with 4 spinners and 2 pacers. I think
the
that's
only
gonna be the
the
only
only
thing.
thing the only thing I'm worried about Shami is that see he bowled well today. I think whatever overs he bowled, I think 3 4 overs. I think bowled today,
Yeah,
but he
four.
looked in.
I
He was
think both Hardik and him bowled for 4 overs. So they
but he
basically
was
had two
pitching
more
the
overs
ball.
left.
He pitched the balls in the right age. No, I think Shami bowls. I think bowled. I think more than
No,
4 overs,
Shami bowled for 15 runs. Hardik
for
bowled for
15 runs.
22 runs, one
So
wicket.
not bad as a fast bowler in these conditions. So yeah, I think that the only thing I'm worried about is the Shami's death bowling. Whether suppose Australia need for 60 runs or 40 balls, that time you cannot bring spinners right, and suppose 5 wickets are left with Maxwell and the likes of
But they have
suppose
to bring.
English playing.
Like
So
today, like if you have already bowled out a lot of your spinners early on, then you may need to bring spinners at that point also. You have no other option
but
because
yes,
you're going.
yes. So that's the fear I'm having, especially with the likes of Shami because Shami I feel is not that kind of a death bowler compared with the likes of Bumrah or Arshdeep, which can save you runs at the death. So I think that is one of the points I will be
And
worrying about.
now if a pacer comes in, I mean the one who's gonna get dropped is Kuldeep surely.
Kuldeep surely, but I will you drop Kuldeep a wicket taker in the semi-final clash? I don't think so.
So Ashish is here. So bro, it's
So
2015 semi-finals rematch.
and 2 years man is saying that
And I think
Shreyas Iyer
Ashish is
proves
on
that
mute.
by
Ashish is speaking something, but he's
yeah,
on mute. I think.
and we have a comment from 2 years ban that Shreyas
Yeah,
Iyer proved why he is the best number 4 in the world.
yeah, surely. I
Hardik
mean,
brilliant finishing, Bapu the silent batter who always took it. That's why I wanted to ask that. Don't you think that Akshar Patel's contributions sometimes get overshadowed the way he bats in those middle overs, the way he bowls,
yeah,
the
even
way
in the
he
T20 World Cup final, it
Nice
got
to know.
overshadowed.
I want to speak on this. Yeah. So, firstly, Nathan Lyon has said about Akshar
exactly.
Patel that he can walk into top six of any test team. Uh, the Wase Habib, the Pakistani YouTuber,
Yes,
had
yes.
time and again said about अक्षर पटेल की जिस दिन इसको ये रियलाइज हो जाए कि ये एज अ बैटिंग और बॉलिंग दोनों, एज अ बैटर एंड अ बॉलर दोनों खेल सकता है ये टीम में, ठीक है. ही हैज ऑलवेज सपोर्टेड अक्षर पटेल विद द बैट. तो and that is what is coming up. The problem had been that Akshar Patel was used as that finisher kind of a role. Last में आएगा boundary लगाएगा, but exactly into that bracket. They were trying to replace Akshar Patel with Jadeja with Akshar Patel, but Jadeja kind of has more muscle power than Akshar Patel. So, so that is where he wasn't able to sign more. But when Akshar Patel has been promoted up the order, we see more from him. Certainly, he knows how to pound the ball, how to hit the boundaries. The way he locks, those skill set is definitely there. But he can bat as a proper batter. And today, the way he got out was a very soft dismissal. The ball just hang up in the air.
And it was a good catch by Williamson, one-handed.
It was.
Yes, so New Zealand catching was anyways today top notch.
Yeah, exactly. So the way he tried to play, he just tried to just knock it down for a single, but just somehow the ball just went up in the air.
That was an unlucky dismissal. Yeah.
That was pretty unlucky.
And that's why I feel that 98-run partnership between Akshar Patel and Shreyas Iyer was very, very crucial at that point of time.
Definitely. And then time and again, he has showed that he is useful. The game against the World Cup final, obviously. Okay, the way he
that one only I was saying. So he was the one who provided the momentum in.
और उस मैच में भी बहुत अनफॉर्चुनेट वे में आउट हुआ था, मतलब रन आउट हो गया था वो बहुत घटिया तरीके से. अगर वो रन आउट नहीं हुआ होता और वो सेट कर गया था, मतलब इफ यू गाइस रिमेंबर ही वाज द वन हु वाज एक्चुअली एक्सेलरेटिंग द रन रेट. तो दैट वाज द थिंग.
Then the score could have been 190 easily had he been there for few more deliveries.
तो वो वाला सीन है. तो वो वाला है, मतलब I have always supported him. Probably he will definitely be or at least vice captain, might be the captain. But
so Brilliant Cricket is playing that hello guys, India's brilliant win. Absolutely, I think
Hardik Pandya top notch finishing. मतलब
top-notch.
When you look at the scorecard, you will see like run a ball 45, but then the way he accelerated, the way he changed the gears, the way he batted with the tail, and just beautiful. But somewhere I was disappointed with KL Rahul. That was a very pitch of an opportunity for KL Rahul to shine. Okay,
I'm disappointed with his wicket keeping also. So that also we need to check.
Definitely, but KL Rahul a bit disappointed me, to be
and
fair.
That's why the question has always come that do we need a regular wicket keeper in the form of Rishabh Pant, or you still need to go with KL Rahul? I know that now they will not drop KL Rahul, but these issues will definitely come. That on turning tracks you need a specialist wicket keeper, and KL Rahul unfortunately doesn't have that ability. So he has shown it again and again.
Playing KL, मतलब Rishabh, we could play Rishabh Pant. मतलब हमारे पास लेफ्ट हैंडर्स कितने ही हैं. अक्षर पटेल है, जड्डू है, बस दो ही है, राइट?
That's what I was telling that Brilliant Cricket, that the only thing I'm concerned about is KL Rahul's keeping. ये knockout में महंगा ना पड़े. पंत को दिलाओ यार 11 में.
Now so no way to fix
now
Pant.
It's no way unless KL Rahul is injured. There is no way that Pant is getting a
I
chance.
mean last two games you can't do any chop and change unless injury happens or something.
And if God is there,
So mostly I think this is the combination, and I think they will try to throw spin against Australia. Anyways, a lot of those guys would have played Varun. I think only Smith has played him a bit, and Maxwell has played him the most. None of them has played him.
In these conditions, if the ball turns and all, I think it will be very difficult for Australia.
But I believe only Smith can play him well if the ball is turning. But
he cannot hit for sixes or fours, like mostly gaps and all.
Yeah, he will play him like Williamson played him today. So use his technique.
Actually, that will not help. Actually, he plays like that. So. Yes, that's what I'm telling. He dropped Kane on 18. What if Kane played till last? That's what, like, you cannot drop
to be honest,
of a quality player like Kane Williamson.
Smith and Maxwell has played Varun a bit, and apart from them, I think no one. Labuschagne, I'm not sure कितना खेल पाएगा.
एग्जैक्टली कीप मतलब पंत को एज अ कीपर खिलाना वाज
Hmm.
बेटर. पंत
I
को एज अ
think so.
बैटर खिलाना भी would have been better. मतलब the kind of contribution KL is doing उतना तो पंत भी कर देगा भाई.
ये 20, हाँ अगर 22-30 रन का बात है, 23 रन का बात है तो वो तो फन भी कर लेगा.
और शायद ज्यादा ये कर दे, मतलब ज्यादा अच्छे से कर दे. मतलब
वर्ल्ड
पंत
कप
खराब था. पंत
वर्ल्ड
भाई
कप
बहुत अच्छा बैटर है भाई, उसको बैटिंग के बेसिस पे तो ड्रॉप किया ही नहीं जा सकता टू बी ऑनेस्ट. तो
JFM is out of form. Anubhav is studying, but if he fires, he could stun India.
Will he play? That's a question. Or
Is
will
Matthew
Australia
Stott?
play ऊपर कर्नली? और या
No,
तो
is Matthew
वो
Stott
क्या
officially out of the tournament?
I think
सेमीफाइनल
he's
मिस
not even
करेगा ये
officially
गारंटी है.
ruled out. सेमीफाइनल
सेमीफाइनल
मिस
मिस
करेगा.
करेगा ये गारंटी है.
I think tomorrow
Because
we will get a clear news
और when is the semi-final?
fourth,
day after tomorrow. तो बेसिकली
इंडिया
साउथ अफ्रीका वापस पाकिस्तान जाएगा.
New Zealand
भाई
will go to Pakistan again.
न्यूजीलैंड will go to Pakistan.
And
This is
along with
wrong.
South Africa.
South Africa is already in Pakistan. Why they will
No,
go to Pakistan?
both came to Dubai to
Okay,
practice.
okay. Yeah. Correct. Because yeah,
मतलब ये थोड़ा सा ज्यादा हो गया. मतलब भाई
थोड़ा है ज्यादा मतलब. I mean,
मतलब
I think we need to set up a debate on this also. I mean, we are having regular discussions on this topic in our group basically.
भाई ये बहुत ज्यादा है भाई. मतलब
So I think tomorrow is a non-match day. We can have some discussions on it tomorrow.
मतलब imagine being a
so
Australian or
towards minus comment that
मतलब this is hassle. मतलब समझ रहे हो. मतलब भाई ट्रैवलिंग टेक्स अ लॉट आउट ऑफ यू. मतलब तुम जा रहे हो, चेकिंग करवा
exactly.
रहे हो, फिर लाहौर टू दुबई का फ्लाइट का टाइमिंग्स देखो तो मतलब ड्यूरेशन लाहौर टू दुबई.
I think India also faced this similar issue. I think if I'm not wrong in the 2019 World Cup. 2019 World Cup, the match finished on 7th and semi-final they played on 9th. If I'm not wrong, Saptarshi.
नहीं 7 नहीं, उसका मैच फिनिश हुआ था सैटरडे को. इतना मुझे याद है, डेट एग्जैक्टली याद नहीं. सैटरडे को
But I
फिनिश हुआ
think
था.
not much gap was there. This I'm
सैटरडे
sure.
फिनिश हुआ
Yeah.
था, संडे गैप था, मंडे गैप था, ट्यूसडे को मैच था. सैटरडे शायद मैच कहाँ था मुझे याद नहीं, पर हाँ मतलब यूके गई था.
अच्छा इसमें और एक चीज बोलूंगा मैं कि देखो द टाइम ड्यूरेशन बिटवीन लाहौर टू दुबई एंड कराची का भी देख ही लेता हूँ.
I think 3 to 4 hours maximum, not more than that.
हाँ देखो कराची टू दुबई इज लाइक 2 hours 20 minutes एंड फ्रॉम लाहौर टू दुबई इज 3 hours 40 minutes. मतलब 2 to 4 hours का विंडो है. अब टू बी ऑनेस्ट अगर मान लो सेमीफाइनल अगर चेन्नई में हुआ है फॉर एग्जाम्पल या बैंगलोर में हुआ है एंड तुम्हारा फाइनल इज एट दिल्ली, तो इट इज गोइंग टू टेक यू 3 hours का फ्लाइट एनीवेज. मतलब इंडिया में भी अगर तुम एक कोने से दूसरे कोने में फ्लाइट
Two and a half hours easily.
ठीक है, तू 2-2.5 घंटे के आसपास तो प्लस माइनस 30 मिनट्स इंडिया के एक कोने से दूसरे कोने में जाने में तो लगता ही है. ठीक है, तो
Exactly.
हाँ 1 घंटा एक्स्ट्रा तुम्हें फ्लाइट में बैठना है मिला जुला के. ठीक है, तो कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि और फॉर एग्जांपल मान लो वर्ल्ड कप यूएसए में हो रहा है, जो यूएसए के सिटीज आर मतलब एक कोने से दूसरे कोने में 12-12 घंटे लग जाते हैं. मतलब इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग फ्रॉम वन एंड टू द अदर एंड इट टेक्स मच लॉन्गर टाइम टू ट्रैवल इन द यूएस. अभिषेक वुड नो बेटर आई बिलीव सो राइट. ठीक है, टू ट्रैवल फ्रॉम वन एंड ऑफ द यूएसए टू द अदर.
Across the states, I'm not sure. Not 12 hours, I think, but yeah, it takes time.
Yeah, 12 hours is just how long it takes.
But yeah, suppose they went from USA to when they went to West Indies, I'm sure that it took some time.
एग्जैक्टली वेस्ट साइड. और भाई टू बी ऑनेस्ट ऐसे भी वर्ल्ड कप हुए हैं जिसमें सेमीफाइनल एक ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हुआ, एक न्यूजीलैंड में हुआ और फाइनल मेलबर्न में हुआ 2015 का. 2011 का जो वर्ल्ड कप था वो इंडिया बांग्लादेश श्रीलंका मिला के हुआ था आई बिलीव सो.
हाँ सेमीफाइनल तो इंडिया में खेला, श्रीलंका में खेला था, फिर श्रीलंका इंडिया आया था.
तो भाई ऐसा नहीं है ना कि बहुत फिर मतलब तो 3 घंटा 4 घंटा का फ्लाइट इज नॉट मच.
No, I mean traveling is a part and parcel of the team.
हाँ मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि बहुत ट्रैवल करना पड़ रहा है. मतलब दिस शुड बी गुड. हाँ मतलब 5 to 6 hours लगता है to travel from one end of the states to the another. तो और अगर ठीक है न्यूयॉर्क to West Indies.
Yes, also now let's I think come back from the flight and all those things to cricket a bit. अभी ट्रैवल प्लानर बन गया है थोड़ी देर के लिए सब लोग जो भी है
भाई पंत अगर खेला तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया के मन में दर्द तो होगा उसके जैसा
उसको जैसे भी को खेलता है. I mean, the
True.
quality of a player of Pant should not sit in the stands. I mean, I think मतलब
स्टैंड्स में तो वैसे भी नहीं बैठा है बेंच पे बैठा है जो भी है
मतलब bench sorry हाँ मतलब sorry bench but yeah I think he's a match winner in my view and also I think let's see
Yeah, I
this
think
Champions
he's
Trophy.
sort of an X factor, like Travis said, because on his day he can just change the game in 10 overs like that.
So I think the management will take a look closely at this year's Champions Trophy how he performs. But I think if Rahul cannot perform this time, I think it's high time they should take a call on him. I think he has
देखो
played
भाई
a lot of tournaments.
राहुल ना पिछले 10 साल से ना मतलब इंडियन टीम के लिए खेल रहे हैं ठीक है इतनी ना देखे वो 10 साल में ना कुछ ऐसा कमाल का नहीं दिखा पाया अभी तक ठीक है तो भाई जब वो तो फिर भाई उस जगह को तुम रिंकू सिंह से रिप्लेस करो या पंच को खिलाओ मतलब समवन जो शायद ज्यादा रिटर्न दे पाए
Ashish Pro, next planned travel vlogger.
ब्रो अब क्या ही बोलूं इसमें लाइक बट या
तो या मतलब वो तो है अब सेमीफाइनल्स लॉग्ड तो या बोथ आई मीन श्योरली इंडिया विल वांट not a recap of 2015 but results to differ. Same thing South Africa will want on the other side. I think we can have a separate live tomorrow also maybe on to analyze the two semi-finals, just a sort of preview or something, whatever you call it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. वैसे ये फिलिप्स ने आज तगड़ा कैच पकड़ लिया वरना विकेट को स्टार्ट मिल गया था.
Yeah, I think the ball before also I think he hit a boundary I think.
Yeah, I mean through that area only. Then he again hit it and got caught.
और फिलिप्स ने भी तो छक्का मारा था बिफोर गेटिंग आउट
Yeah, he got.
Phillips is a dangerous player I think. अगर फिलिप्स भी साथ दे देता ना वो सपोर्ट कर देता.
IPL franchises are too blind for Philip. If I was sitting at the table, I would want him in my team hands down. बात खत्म.
Last week GT लिया था I guess.
तो हम मतलब बेस प्राइस पे खरीदते हैं भाई उसको बेस प्राइस पे कौन खरीदता है मतलब गाली देने का मन करता है भाई
आईपीएल में वो एक है उसका प्राइस तभी बढ़ेगा जब वो इंडिया को कोई सीरीज में पेलेगा या तो कोई आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट में इंडिया को पेलेगा.
He deserves a place in any of the IPL
knockout matches are here. Time to drop KL Rahul from the team. They shouldn't repeat the same mistake.
I also feel the same, but I think this is not happening, unfortunately. Unless India wins the match and KL Rahul performs terribly, I'm not seeing it.
Hardy, Sangha or JFM Dorcius? Sangha. So he's saying शॉट के जगह और एक प्रॉपर स्पिनर खिलाएंगे.
नहीं
लेकिन फिर then their batting depth will decrease. I mean that will mean Maxwell at 6 and Ellis at 7. वो तो नहीं होने वाला.
अरे यार एक बैटर संगा भी तो है. There is a batter संगा.
No, वो तनवीर संगा का बात कर रहे हैं, नॉट जेसन संगा.
अच्छा.
जेसन संगा स्क्वाड में है नहीं, अब तनवीर संगा ही है.
अच्छा, okay, got it. Rajat Tava is saying that his camera is not working.
Yes, so I will only be available in audio format if that is acceptable.
So Rajat Tava is like, you can't see me.
You can't see me.
Maxi 6, Hardy 7. Who will open Gaurav?
तो हार्डी हार्डी किसके जगह तुम खिला रहे हो? संघा तो ठीक है, उसके जगह खिला दिया तुम, क्या नाम है उसका, शॉर्ट के जगह, और फिर हार्डी को किसके जगह खिलाया? तो फिर तुम कोई बॉलर को ड्रॉप कर रहे हो क्या? स्पेंसर को ड्रॉप कर रहे हो?
Saptarshi, you maybe keep it in one language, preferably.
भाई तुम अंग्रेज क्यों बन गया भाई अचानक से?
नहीं, मैं अंग्रेज नहीं बना, लेकिन I mean, हम अभी I mean, we have been making the videos in English ना, so we have the audience who want to hear
Yeah,
the
I get
analysis
it,
in
but I
English.
think, I mean, going with the flow of the comments, I just switched to Hindi because they were mostly asking in Hindi, so वो flow में चल गया था.
2 years behind is a comment that I can't see you, but I can feel you, bro.
Me too.
Dark. This is dark.
Yeah, like my like my screen.
What's the comment? I am not able to read.
Yeah, because he can't, he can feel me, you can't.
English Open. So Gaurav, you
guess
can
I
share
have
your
to
Gaurav, you can
request.
share your entire 11. I'm not getting it exactly. So you're saying English to Open with Travis Head, and then Matt Short. Sorry, not Matt Short. Then Steve Smith, Marnus Labuschagne. Who else is there?
Alex,
Yeah, Alex Carey. Alex Carey at 5. Then Maxwell at 6. Hardy at 7. And who are your 8, 9, 10, 11? So Dwarshias, Sangha, Zampa, and I think Spencer. Okay, so that's your 11. Okay. Don't it up.
guys, I have to drop off. I have to go somewhere. So I think it's been an interesting live, and yeah, can see you tomorrow.
Yes. Cheers. Saptarshi, are you looking into something? Or, I mean, are we going to continue the live, or I think we have some comments coming. English Head, Smith, Marnus,
English
Alex,
Head Smith. Yeah. So there's Ellis also. I thought. Okay. So he's dropping Dwarshias and he's picking Sangha and.
Yeah, I think they will like to go with go in with 3 spinners.
See, I don't really think. No, I mean, why are people leaving out? I'm not understanding.
I mean, I left because there was some problem. I mean, I tried to sort the camera issue, but it is not working. So.
Yeah.
Why are everyone leaving? Abhishek left. No, Ashish left.
No. I joined back. My screen is getting stuck. I was not able to access the comments.
See, I'm not sure if they will pick Tanvi Sangha for this bigger match. I don't think so. And usually you don't see Australia making wild changes. Too many changes, to be honest. I mean, mostly their team remains constant.
Yeah, true that.
So I don't really see. I mean, them changing. Yeah, I think Matt Short is injured, so in his place, mostly one of the guys will come. If Sangha comes, maybe in his place, but that will decrease the batting. So mostly not in his place, either JFM or Aaron Hardy or whoever. Even actually, they can think of making Steve Smith open. Maybe just a left field choice, but maybe Steve Smith opening with Travis Head. I mean, he's done it in T20 cricket, so just in case they need. रोहित शर्मा मार के खत्म कर देगा ये हार्डी जॉनसन डोसा भाई, उस बॉलर का स्पेलिंग नहीं आता, समझ लो. Dwarshias. Marnus open. Gaurav, I mean, please get your openers fixed. कितना change कर English, Marnus. These are like Gaurav's IPL news, where he keeps on sending those news.
अभी तो बोला इंग्लिश ओपन करेगा.
I think English opening is probably the most logical
Option,
or
yeah.
the options. Or maybe, I mean, you can probably send Steve Smith up the order because he has some
See,
experience with opening.
I would have been there. I would have said, Steve, you were batting at 3, and anyways, you know to face the new ball. You have played in T20. It's not
Even
England. The ball will
even in
swing that much, so you go and open. Make use of the
even in
power
Test
play.
cricket. See,
Yes, he's
Gaurav.
done it in Test cricket also.
Yeah,
रोहित
see,
का
Gaurav.
बदला अभी
Yeah,
बाकी है आधा.
yeah, I think, I mean, you cannot compare a World Cup, an ODI World Cup final with and a WTC final with a Champions Trophy semi-final or a T20 World Cup Super 8.
First of all, God, I mean, इतना news तुम इधर फैला रहे हो. Please come this side. We need you.
Yes, we need you, not as a not as a commenter, but as a commentator.
Now I realize why he wants to continue in English to flex his vocab.
No, it's not about flexing the vocabulary. I mean,
अरे
my
अरे
point
यार
is,
भाई मैं
हाँ,
मजाक
नहीं, मैं समझ गया. लेकिन I mean, I'm also just trying to joke. लेकिन मेरा
स्मिथ
चेहरा
को
दिख नहीं रहा है ना. अभी तुझे लग रहा है कि मैं सीरियस हूँ, लेकिन मैं हूँ नहीं
स्मिथ
serious.
को हल्के में नहीं ले सकते हैं. बिग मैच में बड़ा प्लेयर है. मतलब स्मिथ
वो
भी अच्छा खेल देंगे तो मतलब पूरा का पूरा 2015 रिकैप हो जाएगा.
यार 2015 see in 2015 Australia were the favorites. They had a great
या वो
team.
है, उसके ग्राउंड में भी खेल रहे थे सिडनी में.
हाँ मतलब everything was in their favor. India defeating Australia was very tough.
अरे इसमें इंडिया ना जीतना, इस टूर्नामेंट में इंडिया ना जीतना will be the biggest mishap.
Yeah, मतलब at least the only team, New Zealand and South Africa, are still threat to India on their day. But this Australia, I don't see any permutation and combination coming up that this Australia can be threat. Steve and Marnus can score runs, but they are not going to score quick runs. Okay, Travis Head is
can score can
Travis
can
Head
score
is the
quick runs.
only threat who can score quick runs. In the power play, he can score a lot of runs that might make a difference. Apart from that,
लेकिन I want to include a point here. The thing is that probably the batting of India and Australia are at par. लेकिन if you are comparing bowler by bowler or all rounder by all rounder, I mean bowler by bowler, not even all rounder. Like bowler by bowler, I think there is a huge quality gap. I mean, even off form Shami, although he's not getting wickets, his economy is, I mean, bowling economy is pretty well. I mean, probably he's not getting the wickets, लेकिन उसका मतलब bowling economy is pretty well. I think today also he bowled something under 4 and over, under 4 and over or something.
yeah, I'm yeah, exactly. That's my
You
point.
have you have your X factor Varun Chakravarti. I mean, like after today's performance, I don't think you will drop Varun Chakravarti in the semi-finals.
That is what I'm saying. Ki,
See, I mean, if 19 November hadn't happened, people wouldn't have given this much importance to this Australian team.
I mean, that was an aberration. I mean, I will still keep saying 19 November was an aberration. That was a complete misinterpretation of the pitch.
And now Gaurav is bringing more Hindi and Hindi. JFM अगर ये तुरुप का टिक्का चल गया गुरु तो धजिया उड़ा देगा, ऑसीज छाएगा, प्रेशर दे इंडिया को.
but will JFM fire? He will not fire. Why? He doesn't have that kind of skill set. You just bring him a spinner against him even in the power play if he's playing, and it's very likely that he's gonna give you a catch at long on or long off. So
पेसर भी आउट कर सकता है उसको.
See T20 वाला फॉर्मेट ODI में चलेगा नहीं. I mean, you need to know how to play Test cricket at least at the domestic level to succeed in ODI, because ODI में वो धैर्य चाहिए जो T20 में नहीं चाहिए. मतलब तुम्हारे पास बॉल आया, पहला बॉल से मैं चलाना शुरू करूंगा. I mean, that is not the case in ODI, because अगर तुम पहले ओवर के पहले बॉल पे चले गए, then the rest of the team still has 49.5 overs to bat with one man down. And since you are the opener, तो मतलब ऐसे सोच सकते हैं कि मतलब you are one of the important, you are considered to be one of the most important contributors of the batting, of the batting lineup. तो अगर तुम पहले बॉल पे चले गए ना, तो I think that creates a lot of pressure. So I mean, it is very different, if you're opening in T20 or if you're opening in ODI and tests. T20 अलग ही है. T20 में तो विराट कोहली भी ओपन करके सेंचुरी नहीं, शायद 70-80 रन तो बना ही लेता था. I mean, last year RCB में आशीष, if I'm not wrong.
So what was the discussion?
No, I was saying that opening in T20 and opening in ODIs and tests are like miles apart. क्योंकि in T20 the ball does nothing. In ODI and test, wherever the ball में थोड़ा सा हल्का movement है, I mean, you will see a lot of players who regularly open in T20I leagues struggle to open in tests and ODIs. तो विराट कोहली को ही देख लो, he has centuries opening for RCB in the IPL. I mean, उसने वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल में भी वो 76 का नॉक बना दिया ना, 76 रन बना दिया, जिसके वजह से इंडिया का वो टोटल लगा. एंड उसके बाद I mean, we all know what happened. लेकिन I mean, would you trust Virat Kohli to open the innings and play such a knock in the World Cup final? Perhaps not, or in a WTC final. Perhaps not.
Steve Smith has Rahu in his 7th house. He will never win any tournament as captain.
भाई क्यों जिंक्स कर रहे हैं भाई? 2 दिन बाकी है मैच का. रोहित को जीतने दे. तू भी खुश देखना चाहता है रोहित को, हम भी खुश देखना चाहते हैं रोहित को.
I think the Gaurav has that one astrologer he used to name, not taking any names here, but he used to predict all, give all his predictions from 2022.
Gaurav bhai, but it's good he is following astrology.
He should follow this channel and come to the other side and engage in the discussions. I think that is more important.
Let's read 2 years ban 2 comments. वैसे Fox cricket हो रहा है, India advantage. अच्छा रो रहा है, sorry.
रो रहा है. And this English thing has entirely turned to Hindi now.
See, the thing is that sometimes comments, you go ahead with the comments.
Comments will drive.
And a lot of times it is that he's just give me one
आशीष
moment.
क्या कर रहा है? आशीष कैमरा को लेके क्या कर रहा है?
अरे यार, just give me one moment भाई.
सप्तशी और 5 मिनट का नंबर.
Yeah, I think Ashish is a bit busy now, so need to close it quickly.
अरे भाई,
आवाज आ रहा है आशीष?
Yeah, bro. I actually almost broke my laptop, so I had to fix it. Anyways, and the next comment
I
is
thought you broke something else.
next thing is Ashish bro, रोक लो JFM को एक लास्ट बार, पनौती लगाओ उस पे, DC के लिए चाहे जो भी करे.
पनौती लगाने का जरूरत नहीं उस पे.
भाई,
sometimes Hindi, sometimes acting. Rizwan.
But I don't think that they are gonna play JFM. JFM hasn't done anything for Australia, especially in ODI, to get him a chance at this stage. To be honest, they are probably.
Yeah, so I think it's mostly gonna be Aaron Hardy because he's then the only probable candidate. And if Aaron Hardy opens, I think he's mostly not gonna open. He's gonna come down the order after Maxi 7, 8, whatever, and then it's gonna be Smith or English or someone else, whoever opens. Let us see. I think tomorrow we may get a clear picture from the press conference.
I feel it's a better one that you bring in Aaron Hardy and then you swap it with the position of Josh English. Simple as that. Everything else remains the same. Certainly, Josh English in the lower part of the Australian side, the lower middle order will get weak because obviously English is a better batter than Aaron Hardy, but that's the best you have.
Maybe for surprise everyone, they फिर खुद ही surprised हो जाएंगे.
They can, and see, playing.
And I mean, they can bring in, who else is there? I mean, who are the other 2 players in the squad? I think there's Sean Abbott and there's Sangha.
So Sean Abbott तो भाई, मतलब Sean Abbott तो एक proper pacer हो गया with batting.
वो Abbott and Sangha both are proper pacers, so you can't play them because then the batting gets too short.
नहीं, अब Abbott can bat. ऐसा नहीं Abbott cannot bat.
वो है Abbott's batting is like, I think Cummins and Stark. He can bat at 8, 9, but he's not above 8. He's not a number 7 guy.
6-5 पे 6 पे भी खेलता है.
I think Australia will prioritize more on the batting part because they need that batter, to be honest. Bowling तो उसका फिर भी they can use head,
मतलब
Labuschagne,
भाई देखो
these
बॉलिंग
guys
तो
too.
खराब है ही, मतलब बॉलिंग में वही है कि वही है, मतलब एग्जैक्टली आई
हाँ,
एग्री
और
टू
वही है, मतलब उसका भी ऐसा है कि बॉलिंग खराब है, उसको थोड़ा और कुछ करके इतना ज्यादा कुछ नहीं बना सकते, पर हमको तो जीतना है तो बैटिंग करके ही जीतना है.
yeah, maybe more 3-4 minutes and we can wrap up. Hard stop
Yeah.
at 30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
tomorrow I think tomorrow. So I said Abhishek also we will have a live and sort of previews of the two semi-finals before the two
perfect,
semi-finals.
perfect.
अरे भाई ऐसे टुल्लों का दिन की बात होती है, चल गए तो वन साइडेड कर देते हैं. एक तो ये टुल्ला है, उसके साथ और एक टुल्ला नंबर 2. Though I mean Travis Head is not exactly a tulla to be honest. I mean वो तो नाम है, but
Travis Head is a quality player, man. I mean, मतलब it cannot happen that he gets
वो टेस्ट
such
क्रिकेट में भी काफी उसका अच्छा
हाँ।
नॉक्स है, तो मतलब उसका
हाँ,
स्टाइल ऑफ प्ले इज लाइक दैट. ही गोज आफ्टर द बॉलर्स, बट ऐसा नहीं कि उसका गेम सेंस नहीं है.
तो फिर तो सहवाग को भी बता, तो फिर तो सहवाग को भी बोल देंगे ना कि वो टुल्ला है.
हाँ, मतलब सहवाग हो गया, गेल हो गया, ये लोग टाइप का प्लेयर है वो, मतलब वो हॉन्क करता है, लेकिन टुल्ला कौन हो गया, मान ले ये हो गया तुम्हारा पॉवेल को मैं टुल्ला मानूंगा.
बेन डकेट.
बेन डकेट से भी ज्यादा फिल सॉल्ट को तो प्रॉपर टुल्ला है वो.
बेन डकेट तो उतना टुल्ला तो नहीं बोलूंगा भाई.
बेन डकेट का प्रॉपर ग्राउंडेड स्ट्रोक्स ही वो मारता है, मतलब उसका ऐसा नहीं कि वो ऐसे आंख बंद करके मारता है हवा में. फिल सॉल्ट आई कैन से प्रॉपर टुल्ला. फिर और
सुनील नारिन इज अ टुल्ला.
वो तो टुल्ला का मतलब डेफिनेशन ही बनाया है सुनील नारिन.
सुनील नारिन हमारा गोट है, हमारा केकेआर का गोट है.
सुनील नारिन इज अ टुल्ला.
इस बार चौथा टाइटल आ रहा है.
मुश्किल है ऑनेस्टली.
चौथा आ रहा है इस बार.
अरे मतलब मुश्किल है भाई.
किसका? डीसी के लिए तो हर साल मुश्किल है
भाई, मतलब नहीं, मतलब क्या.
अरे रजत ब्रो, मतलब क्या लेवल पे तो रोस्ट करो, क्या डीसी के पीछे रोस्ट कर रहे हो. और तुम केकेआर फैनों के डीसी को रोस्ट कर रहे हो भाई.
अरे चौथा टाइटल आने दो, फिर आएंगे ना ऑलमोस्ट लेवल पे, फिर रोस्ट करेंगे तुम लोगों को. अभी
रोहित शर्मा का स्कोर क्या होगा?
कुछ होगा 0 से 100 के अंदर, या 0 से 47 के अंदर, या तो 0 या 47 या 87, या फिर कुछ 200-250.
87 is why is that special?
I think 2023 वर्ल्ड कप में भी he played some 87-85 वाला नॉक्स, एक या दो.
2023.
हाँ, there was 180 something knock.
ओके, हाँ इंग्लैंड वाला मैच. पाकिस्तान में भी शायद 85-86 कुछ मारा था पाकिस्तान मैच में.
हाँ, उसीलिए मैंने बोला. I mean either he scores 840s or he scores 80s. He does not like milestones.
चलो guys, it's time to wrap up.
Yeah, I think it's going a bit in different directions, so time to wrap up. We'll meet again tomorrow.
न्यूजीलैंड से बहुत दूर चले आए. हाँ, चलो मिलते हैं.
Good night.
Good night.